Hello once again, and welcome to multiple personalities. I'm plural, so I'm allowed to make that joke. It is presently extremely early in the morning on Saturday, April 17th. And in this video game I'm playing, it's April 10th. Sunday. So, we shall continue until we reach the present. I had a strange dream. Ruin, rehabilitation. What does it mean?
Looks like you're up.
Looks like you're up.
Well then, let's go introduce ourselves properly to the staff about your transfer. The school you're attending is in the Aoyama district. It'll take a while to get there by train. The transfers are a real hassle too. I'll drive you there, but just for today. Let's go. Jeez, men aren't usually allowed in my passenger seat.
Sojiro, get your life together.
Do me a favor and behave yourself, all right? Don't get me wrong. I don't care what happens to you. Just don't cause me any trouble.
Only punch cops when you can't see it. Got it.
To reiterate, just so we're clear, you will immediately be expelled if you cause any problems.
So, the principal's got an interesting design. Because he looks like a human version of Igor. He's got the offensive nose, and he's got the little pointy ears. He's got the big eyebrows. And it sounds like he's voiced by the same voice actor as does Igor in this game. But he's not. No relation. Just one of those things.
In my opinion, you're nothing but a liability. But we had our circumstances to consider. Whatever you might have gotten away with in your hometown, those days are over. If you are thrown out from our school, there will be no place for you to go. Keep that in mind. This is the teacher in charge of your class.
I'm Sadayo Kawakami. Here's your student ID. Be sure to read the school rules. Any violations will send you straight to the guidance office. And if by chance you cause any problems, I won't be able to protect you at all. That is your promise, yes, Principal Kobayakawa?
Mm-hmm. He is responsible for all his actions.
Boy, so, I don't know how Japan is the school to prison pipeline. This isn't quite that. But it is the school to prison pipeline, where after doing one thing, it seems inevitable that he'll go back to jail. I'm a little too white to speak on the socioeconomics of that, but boy, it's rough. Boy, is it rough.
But really, though, why me? There should have been better candidates.
Standing right here.
It was a sudden transfer, and your class was the only one that had an opening.
If you're done explaining things, mind if we get going? I got a store to get back to.
Sakura-san, please keep a close eye on him. Don't let him cause any trouble outside.
It'll only cause trouble
I'll
inside.
be sure
Got
to
it.
have a serious talk about the situation he's in.
Like the little
Come to the
evasion.
faculty office when you arrive at school tomorrow. I'll show you to your classroom.
Make sure he doesn't cause any trouble. I will tell him not to cause any trouble.
Everyone's giving you the cold shoulder. That's what having a criminal record does to you. Turns out your past follows you wherever you go. By the way, if you get expelled now, I won't hesitate to kick you out. Got it?
Sure. Mess up once, and I'm expelled. I break probation, and I'm on the street.
School never changes, huh?
That's the subtitle to my Fallout educational game.
Come on, we're going home.
troublesome situation.
I can't believe they pushed someone with a record on me. A male teacher would be better suited for this.
Why in the world was someone like that admitted here?
Who knows? It was the principal's decision. I was told that it's for the school's reputation.
I would have thought that my volleyball team has contributed more than enough to cover that.
That's certainly true.
Be careful.
I'm not
okay?
making any jokes in
And
this
again,
scene
if anything were to
because I
happen,
really, really hate him.
I'd kick out a student like that right away.
He's very bad.
Well, I keep wishing that he'd just end up not coming to school. Still, that isn't something I should be saying as a teacher.
Well, I should be returning to practice.
Oh, right. The tournament's coming up, isn't it?
Every Persona
Having
game
such high
starts with
expectations placed on
people
you by others is quite a problem in itself.
with a lot of people who have problems. And you come into this world and you gradually repair things and fix these people, or beat the shit out of them. The teacher, Kawakami, we figure out what has been bothering her and we make her happier as a teacher. Kamoshida, kick his ass up and down. That's the PE teacher.
We'll have to work hard to make up for the track team, too.
Yes, that's true.
It's very satisfying and he very much deserves it.
Why'd it have to be my class?
This game doesn't do a ton of, well, there are a few
Traffic's
very
not moving at
distinct
all.
sympathetic villains, but many of the villains are just garbage through and through.
You're taking the train starting tomorrow. So, how was it? The school, I mean. You think you can manage?
Seems fun.
Do you even understand your situation?
Committed to making your YouTube videos? Yup.
Still, you were expelled once already. To think you'd re-enroll at a different one. It's not like anyone will be sympathetic with you. If that's what it was like at school, people might say stuff about me in the future, too. What a troublesome kid I've taken in.
What a troublesome kid I'm taking. Why is that?
I was asked to do it, and I just happened to agree to it.
Just happened to, like it was an
I've already
accident.
been paid for it, too, after all.
And now, back to today's top stories. A subway train has derailed, severely affecting the timetable across all of...
Oh, another accident?
Content warning, in a second it's going to cut to an anime cutscene where we are going to see a horrible subway crash. So be aware of that.
So that's why it's so crowded. There's been a lot of those lately. In fact, there was a real sad one just last month. It happened before you came here. If I remember right, the girl that passed away was only 15.
Also,
Her parents have got to be just...
a lot of dead kids in the series.
All traffic around Shibuya Station is being redirected due to the accident.
I'll try to warn you when it
So
happens,
drivers
but
should expect jam-packed streets.
a lot of kids getting hurt and a lot of kids dying.
Come on.
Here we go. Oh. Yeah, here we go.
Train will soon be arriving at platform number 1. Please wait behind the yellow logo.
That must be half clock. Yeah, because the Persona 3 the clock was bleeding. I'm making light of this because it's horrible.
We're experiencing technical difficulties in
It's a really brutal sequence.
I don't have a visual yet.
That was
Yeah.
direct footage from the accident. According to the police, the engineer's life was not in danger despite his injuries. After questioning, even he could not explain his high speed when approaching the station. No further comments were made. Police are still looking for a plausible motive.
It's less of an operating accident and more of a crime of the company and the government.
Sort of broadly true of
Site
things.
inspectors apparently reported all of this 6 months ago. The deterioration of the tracks and the ATC. Seems a railway company and the Ministry of Transport both turned a blind eye to the truth. There's no way they can hide. This will go all the way to the top.
Now on to our main story. With this derailment accident, as well as other recent incidents of unknown motive, concern is spreading among the general public.
See bus,
Just what could
convenience
be
store.
causing such a drastic change so suddenly in these people? SNN has
I don't know much
Everything's linked.
Japanese, but I can
That's
read
what
some
you're
things.
thinking, correct?
Yes, it's called Law of
Oh,
Conservation of
well.
Plot.
Are you free? You and I haven't gone for a drink in a while.
Thank you, sir.
That's a
But I
problematic
have
age,
another meeting
problematic
to
age gap
attend.
director.
I must be going.
I was ready to go for this meeting, and that's when this extremely fast train just came crashing in. Oh man, I thought I was gonna die.
A noisy subway platform filled with people was suddenly.
Did you ask for me? Is it a case?
Not quite. I want your opinion on something.
Sure. Your judgment is quite often correct, though. Can we discuss this over sushi, perhaps?
That's a problematic
You
age gap,
are making
Akechi.
a student work late, after all.
Conveyor belt only.
Damn, to think there'd be that much traffic. What a waste of time. I wasn't able to open the cafe today. Whatever. Just head upstairs. There's something I need to give to you. Talk about a gruesome accident. 80 people were involved.
Jesus.
Here's the diary. Make sure you keep it up to date.
It's here.
You may
on
be
hands.
under
Oh, there it is.
probation. There's no special limitations on what you do in particular. Besides following the law, that is. However, I'm obligated to report on you, which is why I'm having you record your daily activities. Hey, what's up? I'm about to leave right now. Don't worry. I'll be there in no time.
I can't
I'll
tell.
see you soon.
I go back and forth on whether his hat actually makes him look
I'm
cool,
off.
or
I'll lock
makes
the
him look like he's
place
trying
up.
too hard.
So do whatever you want for the rest of the night. Oh, but don't mess up my store.
He's got sort
If
of a
something goes missing,
jig
I'll
and
hand
loop
you
on
right over
the
to
third
cops. You got school tomorrow. You better head off
image,
to bed, all right?
which is, I'm sure, not a coincidence. I should do as I'm told for now. Just write down what happened day in the diary. Okay. Option
I'll
save.
just add this.
This number isn't totally accurate. I had some issues with the PlayStation. So I've been playing for basically an hour. And just so we know, we're an hour in. We do not have a triangle menu. Just system. The ringing sound isn't coming from my cell phone. What other kinds of phones are there? They're coming from downstairs. Sir, it is 2016. You have a payphone?
Have you forgotten my voice already? It's Sakura. Anyway, I closed up shop, but I forgot to flip the sign to closed when I left. It's too much trouble for me to come back just for that. Think you can do it for me?
No problem. Problem.
It's a personal policy of mine not to save a guy's number in my phone.
Get your
Either
life
way,
together, Sojiro.
I'm glad you actually picked up. Anyway, I'll leave the shop sign to you.
Yeah. Nice night out. A lot of small restaurants around here. That aside, I need to get up early tomorrow. I should flip the sign and head to bed. Yeah. The trickster. Rebel against fate. Sorry, I don't know why I'm judging this kid so bad. I know he gets 100% arrested. Like, we've seen that happen. Action, go to bed. Is there anything else I need to do? Sleep. You take the train to school. Yoganjaya, Ayama Ichime, transfer. Looks like I need to go out to Shibuya, then transfer there. More news about that subway accident. Sounds like a lot of people were hurt. That does look like the timetables for tomorrow, too. Strange app I saw last night is back. It's making everything wobbly. Keeps showing up. Time to delete it again. That's how I am with malware. It's like, oh well. Guess I'll close the window. Hope that fixes it. My eyelids are starting to get heavy. That's Sunday the 10th. I have school starting today. Hope that I can get there without getting lost. I don't want to be late on my first day. I should head out now. I'm just going to do this so I can save.
Let's do it.
All right. These videos are going to be of wildly different lengths. Because some days are going to take 20 minutes. Some days are going to take 5 minutes. And some days are going to take 5 hours. If I, do a whole long dungeon. But that's the fun of it. Every day will take the same amount of time, in that it will take 24 real human hours. I'm not counting these beginning ones. So, it is now, in this video game, April 11th, and I will not be continuing Persona 5 right now, because April 11th is also when Persona 4 starts. So my next video will be the start of Persona 4 Golden, and then it'll be April 11th in Persona 5. See you tomorrow.